let's go through some advanced calculations just for fun. So with that said, we're going to do an advanced calculation called the denominator rule. So if we do a percentage of the payments for a percentage of the balance, let's take a look at how this works. So in this particular scenario, we have an investor who needs liquidity today, but they do understand the value of cash flow and they want cash flow in the future. They just need just enough money to make this deal work. So after a conversation with this investor, we say, okay, I know you've got a note that's worth $40,000 and you're going to have that note for the next 10 years. But how much money do you actually need in order to keep the lights on right now? Investor comes back and says, listen, $20,000 would really get me out of a rut. Great. So how about this? Instead of buying all 10 years, I'll only buy 5 of them. And so instead of giving you $40,000, I'll give you $20,000. Makes sense, right? I'll buy half of the note, half of the payments, and I'll give you half of the price. Great. Let's play with that and see how it actually works out. So if you were to do this, let's set up the interest rate per year again and go through those numbers. Interest rate per year, we're going to buy half of the note. And assuming that the note is worth $40,000 and we give $20,000 for that, what do we expect our yield to be? More? Less? Kind of the same because the ratios are just staying the same. We almost double the interest rate. So this is the denominator rule. If you buy half the payments at half the value, you take the denominator, number 2, that's your multiplier for your interest rate. 2 times 12%, almost 24% interest. Yes. Yes. So does that work out for you? Heck yeah, it works out for you, of course. But we want to be great investor partners with our investors. So we want to really understand what is our investor giving up if they say yes to a deal like this, just so that everyone's got an equal playing field. So let's look at their scenario. So today, they're going to get $20,000 in cash. In the future, 5 years from now, they're also going to start getting payments. They're going to get $573.88 per month for the 5 years after their start date. So for 60 months, they're going to be entitled to those payments. We multiply $573.88 times 60 months. Voila, they'll get $34,000 in payments to secure their future retirement. So this is a really cool way that you could pitch to an investor, hey, why don't you get the cash you need for your business now and set up a retirement plan for yourself in the future? So 5 years from now, payments just start kicking in. When we look at the total transaction here, with $20,000 today, a total of $34,000 in payments, they actually walk away from this deal with $54,000 on a note that was only worth $40,000 today. They're pretty happy too. So how deep does this go? What if the borrower doesn't need $20,000? What if only 10 was all they needed to get out of this rut? $10,000, that's it. All right, let's try it. So instead of 120 months, we're going to do 1/4, so 30 payments. And instead of $40,000, we're going to do 1/4, $10,000. What do we expect our results to look like? A quarter and a quarter. So multiply 12% times 4. You're kidding me. You've got to say you love math now. So with that said, Yes, you are going to 4x your yield on this investment. This is crazy, almost 50% yield on this investment. I mean, and do the numbers work out? Yeah. You invest $10,000 and you make $7,000 in interest. You're definitely happy with this. And the investor, they get $10,000 today. They'll get $573.88 of payments, but not for 30 months, not for 60 months. Now they get 90 months of those payments. So they can walk away with a total of $51,000 in future cash flow. It's $61,000 for them. The deal is even better for them this way. Again, for a note that's only worth $40,000 today. Oh, I love interest. It makes all of these numbers just work out so well for everyone. So if we pair these up side by side, you see we've got lots of different options. You can, if you only had 5 years to invest and $40,000 to invest with, you could make money doing all kinds of strategies. You could buy the note at full price. You could buy the note at full price, but then encourage the borrower to pay you off early. You could buy the note at a discount and make your earnings there. You could buy only half of the note and get better returns that way. But you can definitely take a look at all of the different options that are available to you. So now it's not just about I buy notes at face value and help investors invest. Like, no, we can get really creative, build customized solutions for your investors and just watch the money roll in.